Hi guys, it's Dr. Positivity here, and today I am going to tell you why I love the Jodie Whittaker era, the Chris Chibnall era of the show. So when Jodie was first announced as a doctor, I was so happy. When Peter Capaldi was announced that he was leaving Doctor Who, I wrote 5 people down that I wanted to replace him as the Doctor. One of them was Andrew Buchanan who was in Broadchurch, and he worked with Matt Smith in Party Animals. Jodie was my second on the list, funny enough, and the third was Hayley Atwell. There was one more female actress that I put on there, which I can't remember, which I have to go back at some point. I mean, there was another one, number 5, another male actor, but I can't remember those two. But when this came out, there's so much hatred towards Jodie and the 13th Doctor on X or Facebook or whatever, and it's absolutely vile. The same towards Chris Chibnall as well, which he doesn't deserve. Some of the comments are absolutely disgusting. All these entitled fans are acting like he's basically gone and murdered someone that they love or whatever, and yeah, it's kind of horrible, some of the abuse, the name calling. If you don't like it, then just respectfully say, it didn't feel right for me. Put an opinion down without actually name calling, threats, or all that kind of stuff. You're better than that. But when the woman who fell to earth came, instantly that was like, yep, Jodie is everything that I wanted as the Doctor. Instantly, the moment the Doctor crashes through the train, the reef of the train, she absolutely nails it. And this era started in the time of my life when I was struggling with mental health. I wasn't in the best frame of mind. I had family issues. I lost a lot of people, unfortunately, to people dying, which was hard. But the Jodie era was my bright light in that time, and I got to go to the premiere of The Woman Who Fell to Earth. So I got to meet Jodie, Mandip, Tosin, Bradley, Chris, and it was just phenomenal. They were all so lovely. And during the whole series 11, season 11, every episode felt just like brand new. The Ghost Monument, it's one of my personal favourites. Seeing the Doctor's journey to going back to get the TARDIS, her beautiful Ghost Monument, and the moment 13th stands in her TARDIS console room. And Segan's music is just wonderful. Gives me goosebumps every time. And also, I just love that her Doctor gets to make her own sonic screwdriver as well, which I thought was absolutely awesome. And in the speech, when she's talking to Tim Shaw, that she knows who she is, she's the Doctor, saving fair play throughout the universe. That was just epic. And what I loved about that series was every episode felt kind of experimental. It felt different compared to what we'd seen before. There were new monsters this time. And I really liked the whole Tim Shaw thing and the finale. And I really liked the finale, mainly because we see Tim Shaw again, and we see from Graham and Ryan's point of view how much, obviously, with what happened, that there's that hatred towards him, and the kind of outcome of that was just wonderful. Bradley's performance as Graham was just so brilliant. It Takes You Away was another really, really good episode. And I just thought that was such a good episode. I know a lot of people moan about the frog, but I think that was kind of a unique thing to do. Rosa was just, that was a brilliant story. Loved Rosa. Some really fantastic performance in that. Some tragic performance, especially from Graham when he realises what he has to do. Obviously being married to Grace, it was kind of a hard-hitting episode. And yeah, very tragic. And then of course we got the brilliant Demons of the Punjab. That was really good. That we get to focus on Yaz's Yaz and her family in that story, and that was just beautifully done. The last 10 minutes especially, beautiful. Kablam, that's another favourite of mine. There's just so many stories in Jodie's first series and Chris's that just stand out for me, that I can just literally just watch over and over again. And of course I loved the New Year's Eve or New Year's Day specials that came out, the way how he incorporated in Resolution just the single Dalek, and how Chris made that Dalek a whole threat, which was just brilliant. And of course I really liked how he cast Sacha Dhawan as the Master as well. Obviously coming after Michelle Gomez, it's just a huge task to follow, but Sasha's performance was just phenomenal. I love every single Master actor. Johnson was my favourite, but every single one of them: Anthony Ainley, Roger Delgado, Jeffrey Beavers, Peter Pratt, Derek Jacobi, Alex McQueen, each one of them has just brought something unique. And Sasha's performance as O, going up to the build up towards the end of Spyfall Part 1, left my mouth wide open. Similar to The World Enough in Time cliffhanger, where Johnson reveals himself being Mr. Razor. Yeah, then of course we come to Jodie's second season. Obviously we get the fugitive Doctor as well, Joe Martin, and that was another huge twist, an epic twist. And I'm really hoping we get to see more of Joe Martin as a fugitive Doctor in the future on screen. Obviously her Big Finish stuff has been really good. I recently listened to Coda Once in the Future, where the fugitive Doctor interacts with the War Doctor. That was a really good performance. I need to listen to her box set now, which I probably will after I've listened to the 11th Doctor Chronicles. But Jodie's second series, back to that, has so many really good strong episodes. Spyfall, what a storyline to open up the new series. Obviously you got Nikola Tesla's Night of Terror. That was really good. I know a lot of people talk about Praxis and Orphan 55. Sorry if I didn't pronounce that right. And they're really good fun stories. They're the best. Decisive, but every single episode of Doctor Who that I kind of know that I don't rank highly, I still find a lot of enjoyment out of. So I don't like to kind of I probably sound like I'm biased, but I find it hard to properly criticise episodes sometimes, but I'm trying to get there just to be fairly critical, just to Can You Hear Me was a really cool episode as well. I really liked that episode. So many cool references in that as well. And then of course we get to the finale, actually The Haunting of Villa Diati. That was really cool. And then we get into the finale and the whole Timeless Child arc, where we find out what the Master's done to Gallifrey. that was just phenomenal. That was so cool. I know a lot of people on X and Facebook are not happy with Chris getting rid of Gallifrey again, but again, it's storytelling, and possibly, I reckon there's other Time Lords out there that possibly survived, that are in hiding, that maybe in future that we'll find out, but who knows. And I kind of really enjoyed going up to Flux. That was a really, really good series as well. Village of the Angels was my favourite episode of that whole series. That was just a phenomenal. The cliffhanger was just like, whoa, where did that come from? Seeing the Doctor turn into a weeping angel. And then the whole lead up to the specials and Jodie's final episode where she regenerates back into David Tennant. Her performance in that was just brilliant. Sasha again showing how good he is as the Master. I just wish for that episode that we'd maybe seen a body swap, so see Jodie as the Master and Sasha as the Doctor. Now that would have been cool. But from what we got the return of Tegan, return of Ace, and then we had the companion support group as well, where we saw everyone, and that brilliant appearance by the late William Russell was beautiful. So I'm really thankful for the whole era of Chris Chibnall and Jodie Whittaker. Just a fantastic run of episodes to me. Everything was just helped me through the most difficult time of my life, and it made me into a more happier version of myself. So without this, I wouldn't be where I am today. So I'm forever grateful for the 13th Doctor, Yaz, Ryan, Graham, the Fugitive Doctor, and Dan. All of them just, yeah, they played that part in helping me where I am today. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts on the Jodie Whittaker era. Comment below. Obviously, if you're gonna comment, please no nasty words, no swearing or insults towards any of the cast members, because it's not on. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, share and subscribe. Anyway, have a good day. Allons-y. Bye.